Welcome back, everyone. I tell a lot of people to get good, and it means get good. I'm playing in some AimLabs. Aw, don't make the balls move. Shit. This is set up for Battlefield 6 because I need to get good at Battlefield 6. Oh, this is how my matches go, dude. This pistol is different. It feels good though. I actually didn't know about AimLabs, or maybe I heard about it and didn't think about it or something. I saw that ball bounce mid-bounce, bro. Look at that. They bounce. That's crazy. So anyone that does game, that was easy. Anyone that does game and wants to put in what I think is probably some proper training, like Fortnite has a lot of creative maps that are definitely very effective in that sense. Boop. Battlefield 6, especially the free edition, because I don't have enough money to buy the game. Does not have any real training courses other than the shooting range or the firing range that I know of. I do that a lot. I stop aiming while I'm shooting. It's a me problem. But this, I mean, man, this feels similar to, it's hard to really tell in this map because it's huge, but it does feel, I mean, I still have the same mouse settings. It feels like a first-person shooter, specifically close to Battlefield 6. I couldn't tell you the difference. Figuring out what my tier is. Oh, these are going to be moving. I mean, this feels nice. This feels like I'm playing the game. And I miss about as often in game. Granted, I mean, characters don't really move like this, but I like that it's extra challenging. I mean, they definitely pop in and out. And this is like headshot practice instead of always hitting the oh my goodness. Always hit the torso. You know, I aim for those armor plates like a noob, even though I know not to. Pretty hard grained. Or ingrained, I guess. E tier is probably really good. I'm just gonna let the game kind of guide recommendations. Ooh, suppressed pistol, man. This is just like my GGH-22 in the game. I played Sabotage for so many hours while it was a free-to-play trial to unlock the suppressor on my pistol. Oh, that's rough. I feel like there's E tier and then there's F tier. And that's why I got, you know, like the lowest tiers of F. I was watching somebody play this live in the in-game trailer before I downloaded it, and they hit every single one of these, every single shot, bro. like a little bit of practice is already, you know, I can already see some progress. That's kind of my point, is that's why I'm here. Whoo. I didn't read the insights. I don't know if those were specific or not, but apparently this is built with AI, and so it really goes into depth with, like, hey, we were watching you shoot at little rubber balls, and this is what you're doing wrong with your hand movement. One thing I'm actually really looking forward to the most so far, because I obviously practice a lot and don't get any better on my own, is the sensitivity realignment, which is going to be recommendations based off of their own program to it's also specific to Battlefield 6. I don't know if I caught that in the intro or not. I think I started playing before I started recording. The sensitivity refinement, because I feel like my sensitivity on my mouse is never perfect. It's always too fast or too slow. More than 34.8% of your flicks were perfect. Alright, I mean, that's good. Your pace is very consistent. There were 2 moments where you went for a farther target. Focusing on the closest one can really help your flow. That's I'm glad I read that. That's a good, you know, doing that while I'm getting shot at is hard to keep in contact, I guess. Now these big targets are way better. In game, I usually start with the closest target, the closest enemy player to where I'm at, or try to at least. I do get distracted by bots sometimes, or hyper-fixated on the person that I already began damaging to begin with. I feel like that was my strong suit right there. That was a lot smoother. So, you know, I'm not paid by YouTube. I'm just putting in work. Mostly so the OGD rock doesn't have to carry my whole team as much, but also so I can make better content. That's why I usually use the shotgun instead of the pistol in Fortnite. Shotgun's a little bit more forgiving. As far as spread versus pinpoint accuracy. It's actually really good practice because I look down the sights way too often in Battlefield 6. Obviously my frame rate and internet connection are part of the big issue. But I could be playing so much better on top of it, so I have like 3 major issues. So obviously I'm focusing on the one that I can improve and refine, fix, you know, make progress on immediately. So I'm playing a game about playing games. So if we're ever in a match or something, and I do happen to win, at least, I mean, you know, I put in some work. That's some work about not working, basically. I'm putting in work so that I don't have to work when I don't want to work. Which is not true, because I'm also starting a couple businesses very slowly, but very surely, as time progresses. Winter is obviously a major setback. You little... You can customize the map a little bit, not much. I chose the ball that was probably easiest to see. This is not the background I chose, but accuracy's not good. To be fair though, 50% accuracy is higher than I have in game for sure. I don't know if you can hear the gunshots, but I know you can see them, and I missed a lot there. Man, trailing and tracing, my tracking is not good. I don't need the AI to tell me so much where I need to make improvements, because I can see it. This is just going to be a raw upload, so I'm probably not going to actually rewatch my clips per se to learn from them or see them retroactively, reflect on them, I guess. Like, I'd just be frustrated, like, why did you shoot? You weren't aimed on it and you pulled the trigger. I do that a lot in game too. So it'd make more sense to take more time to aim. Because in Battlefield 6 I certainly do not have the muscle memory or eye-hand coordination that I used to in Call of Duty way back in the day. Or Fortnite. I'm basically unlearning how to play Fortnite. Even though they're all first-person shooters. That one's more so a third-person shooter, but it's built different. Different mechanics on the bullets and hit scan or bullet drop and however they calculate it. I would say that Battlefield 6 is much more realistic with spread, recoil, even recovery time after sprinting, getting your gun up. It's much more of a, it feels a lot more realistic. So currently not being able to get better internet connection or a more high performance PC that does struggle to play Battlefield 6 and a lot of other games other than RuneScape probably. This is what we can do. And this is the long shot for a pistol. 30 to 45 meters, I'd say. Yeah, look at this though. This is cool. Just surrounded in quasars and nebulas and galaxy clusters, and that's sick. It's chill. I like it. Definitely panic shoot a lot in the game because it's so rapid. So this will be like a calm, peaceful way to just flow and refine my rhythm of there is time to aim. If I hurry up and miss, it does not benefit me as much as it would be to just slow down and aim and actually hit the target. Play all, let's go, dude. I want to learn Kung Fu immediately. Ah, they're moving. Which is really good though. That's one thing the firing range in Battlefield 6 does not do with the free version. I'm not sure, they probably have a lot more options in the full game. But for what I know about Red Sec, very limited in the first season. Oh, this little ball dude. A rage quit. An aim trainer? Man. It knows where I'm aiming. I can tell. Because it does funky stuff when I'm like getting ready to pop off. That was not a good one. We're gonna replay it. I'm gonna go hard. Because in Battlefield 6, almost every player I run into is a better shot, like a better player. Like, it doesn't matter if they're level 6 or level 181. They just walk up and I'm dead. I'm like, dude, I don't understand how they do that. Or what specifically in the game mechanics to where I'm really messing it up. Other than probably missing my shots. But yes, I'll put in some work to get some better clips and content, because I do enjoy Battlefield 6. I've been struggle busing it ever since I started playing it. I don't know if I mean, I kind of did better maybe. I feel like I'm struggling with this one, so it's kind of the one to aim for. Pun always intended, of course. One thing I was most concerned about with like any aim trainer or anything like that is like, well, it's not gonna mimic the actual game. But I mean, this seems about how much I struggle in Battlefield 6. Which is probably as much as I struggled in Fortnite, but I'm not, you know. Constantly doing this too, I'm going to have to figure out how to hold my mouse differently. Because I'm not keeping a constant full range of motion. I got a lazy wrist. It's not the way to go. Top score's 97, I'm 27-18. Bro, we're gonna replay that one time. One more time. I don't know if I'm getting better or worse. It's hard to get better if I grow impatient, you know? some depth perception training too. It's each ball's different if it's close or far away. They're all technically probably moving the same speed. Aw, juked. That's why I don't win 1v2s. I'm gonna do better in 32. I have to have proof of progress. Shit. Not talking helps. Doesn't help enough though, man. Alright, loosen up the wrist, bud. It's like trying to hit balls that know where you're aiming, and so they dodge where you're aiming. So I guess it, in that sense, promotes flick shots, which would be a whole nother level of skill. Definitely seems to be memorizing my patterns. Oh man. I surprised it there. Did you see that? I still have not gotten over 32. I stole 2 cheap ones, you're right. But hey. It's not gonna make sense, but I might be aiming too much. Just need to line it up and wait for it. Bastard. Oh, dude, yeah, that's some... They made this hard. I mean, if this is harder than Battlefield 6... oh goodness. Harder than aiming in Battlefield 6? At least when I go back to Battlefield 6, maybe it'll feel easier, or be easier. Still only 32? You gotta be kidding me, dude. I thought that one was it. Elden Ring this thing. Probably a score between accuracy and also ball shot. So I gotta stop hyper firing here. I just keep emptying my clip. The balls are getting smarter, I can see it. Like it's already memorized my whole play style. Oh man, I struggle with those ones. always die on top of a roof when I take the high side. Dude, that's insane. I can't have already peaked. I feel like I'm getting better, but I'm not. Just getting impatient. Hey, you got that one on the bottom. Little shit. Ah. That was not a high score. I know that one was not. This is one of the hardest games I've played. Oh man, this is like a rage game. I did all the 4 out of Elden Ring yesterday evening. I was gonna upload some footage, but then I remembered why I stopped playing the game, because I didn't lose any souls, but I did die, and I couldn't help anyone defeat a boss that I already defeated. So many YouTubers play a new game like every week or switch between new games. Man, 32 still. That's insane. This is absolute insanity. Except I have a ability to learn, I think. Makes it not insane. Crazy to think that I play first-person shooter games. Like, look at this mess. I think if I did actually get good at this, though, it would vastly improve my performance. Still 32. That one's crazy. Why is this one so hard? Yes. Might have to get good at pistol flick shots here. Might take 84 years. See, I start doing good and then they get harder. Like the pattern changes. Well, if you can score higher than 32 on whatever task this is, you can totally talk smack in the comments. Even if you get like 29, I mean, I think my average is less than 32. I don't think I broke 20 that last one. Throwing, he's throwing. Nonsense. Roll up my gamer sleeve from my gamer hoodie. Dude. Crazy to think how many like big time streamers just like they eventually get caught hacking, and like how many hack that don't get caught, and how many are very skilled, genuinely. It's hard to say. My skill level is not more than 32. Alright, I'm gonna drink some orange juice real quick. I mean, that score is 26. My high score is 32. Like, I feel like it secretly got harder. I don't know. Let me do it again. We're gonna play this until I get a new high score, other than like my initial starting score, because I can't upload this video if I'm not making measured progress, right? Like, oh yeah. Turns out I can't learn. Can't get good. Getting good might be impossible. I don't think so, though. I just can't show it yet. Might need to sleep on it. Just play Aiming Simulator for the next few weeks. Oh gosh. I think I'd uninstall it. Possibly, but if I get better at it, man, I think this is good. Like, this is what I need to be doing, obviously. Look at my performance. Man, 24, dude. I'm gonna try to turn my sensitivity up 1. See if that's better or worse. It's part of the refinement process, I guess. Goodness. I thought I'd double tap there. I cannot predict the pattern, even though they're moving around in a rather predictable pattern. Like in Battlefield 6 Red Sex bot initiation, I miss bots. Like, I miss a lot of bots. Like, I die because I miss so many times just to bots. And the bots have gotten harder. I'm like level 100 and something now. And hey, that's 28 though. 28:32. Replaying. Focus with me. Man. Two of my buttons on my mouse are always factory keybound to raising or lowering frequency, or sensitivity. And I almost wonder how often I accidentally hit them and don't notice the change, because there's no way to actually just look and see what it's actually set at. It's like a blind guess, which I don't like. Very good mouse and keyboard, I think, for the the $50 I paid for them, both, in total. But some design flaw. There's no indicator other than a guess. I just need to aim better and aim faster. Oh, 31, dude. 31. I mean, I'm kind of learning. I think upping my mouse sensitivity by 1 was a good call. Even though I haven't beat my high score yet. But hey, that was cheeky. I'd also try lowering my mouse sensitivity by 2. I don't know. This is a perfect place to test everything though, and it automatically records results per match. So I can actually look at the numbers, compare. What feels good to me might not actually be the most effective. It's a high score? Oh, 29, man. My accuracy is starting to level out a little bit. At about 52%. So, I mean, the more consistent, the better, I think. I'm not progressing high score, but I am progressing consistency through brute force persistence. This looks painstakingly easy. I highly suggest trying it. It's not like a co-op game. It's not that hard. Oh, that's 30? I mean, look at that. That's... I don't know what happened there. It's probably shooting the clips. I didn't even get a good score that round. 17. I mean, that's... I know it doesn't look like progress, but it is progress. Mathematic progress. Consistent statistics are good. I didn't do very well on that one, but to be fair, I was trying to hit one that's way harder to hit. I know the score is at the top, but I literally can't look at it. Oh, come on. Yeah, that round felt like... Yep. This is probably infuriating to watch. It's like, dude, just aim. Like, what are you doing? Like, I am, though. That's the problem. AimLabs is like... I feel like I just found a teacher of forbidden knowledge. And it's going to teach me everything that it knows. Not just the stuff that it can teach me, you know? I think I kind of see the point of why there's a grid. Because if I actually thought about it that way and wait for it... Hey, 29. I had decent accuracy. I mean, this is kind of a consistent measurement of where I'm at today. I might, you know, practice on this for a week or two and come back with another video. Just for my own... I need proof that I can learn at this point. Not the concept. I get the concept. Make sure my muscle memory and eye-hand coordination is intact. This could be a neurological test, really. If we did this throughout our entire lifetime, we'd be able to spot imminent exponential neurodegeneration. Like, yo, your brain is decaying unevenly. All of a sudden, you should go see a doctor because you can't hit balls. Wow, that was 31. I felt like I did terrible that round. This is one of my highest accuracies and almost one of my highest scores, though, so, I mean... Don't let your emotions rule your realm, that's for sure. Alright, come on, let's go. Miss, miss. Hit, hit. Hey, we're in it. Locked in. Having a good time. It's actually fun though. I mean, if you were to consider this to be like a mini game on like the Xbox 360, like Geometry Wars, I would rather play Geometry Wars. But this is like a training simulator if you're into first-person shooters. I would play this on that, like even something newer, like, you know, even today obviously, but I feel like this is not something that would fade out in time. Aim practice is huge, man. I did not clutch that one up. Look at that. Be like, oh, I had a good round in Battle Royale, or I had a bad round. Maybe my accuracy is just really that inconsistent. I'm not even getting jumped by good players or surrounded by bots on accident. Just wasn't aiming that round. Is all. Because I always shoot bullets. I don't always aim, I don't think. That's insane. I'm gonna play it again because I'm also insane. Let's go. Man. That's a new high score right there, though. That's 33. I mean, that doesn't prove that I made any progress, because that was obviously an outlier. But that was a good round. For my current skill level. Score 28, terrible accuracy. Whoever said practice makes perfect, huh? Well, not short-term practice, it's long-term practice makes perfect. They should have specified, huh? Holy smokes. This ball's hacking. I think the idea will be that I will warm up with this before I play Battlefield 6. Each time I do. That's probably, like, you know, as a warm-up, but then also practice it too on certain days. I just want to chill and shoot balls. Or miss them anyway. over flicks, under flicks, perfect flicks. I mean, that's cool. I don't need to unlock more data than that. I got 33. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, man, that's they probably only played it once, so. Okay. Of course, you know, my under flicks or over flicks could be the ball just moving. Of course, I don't really flick it stationary targets either, so it's got a good point. So I think the idea with the grid and where I'm learning how to get a little bit better is to cross out the variable of the y-axis. Ooh, new high score. Let's go. And good accuracy. 70, dude. Nice. We just make gains. So to line it up vertically and then only worry about left and right. And then line it up vertically, left, right, vertically, left, right, just to simplify it so I'm not like trying to diagonal flicks, obviously not so much of an option unless I were to vertical it and then worry about it. Let's see if I can get that ingrained. See, vertical, you little bugger. Of course, the ones down low don't work like that as much. I mean, they do, but they don't. It's harder. Yeah, I tried the double tap. Man. I need to really focus on staring in the center of the reticle also, which I probably don't do very often in game because I'm always trying to scan the entire screen. That was a good round right there. 22 with an accuracy of 48%. Hey, I mean, you know, that was a better round. No new high score. No, I still didn't even beat my 32. You know, the improvement I don't consider until I can consistently get more than 32 on this specific mode. And I don't know if they even calculate accuracy in this. I could probably get more balls just constantly unloading this gun that doesn't need to reload technically. Kind of cheese it maybe. I'd probably still just miss. I would too. Not aiming's not the solution. Dude, it's all new. It's like once you get one pattern kind of honed in, the one closest to it, the next target, the next logical target to aim at is going to be a whole different pattern all of a sudden. It's smart. That's 31. Not good accuracy. Well, not bad either. 2.8. I feel like this is the first one I've really struggled on, so it's the one I'm most intrigued to improve. And plus, if I change tasks, I can't really compare each round. We'll call this recreational work. How about that? Because I'm not having fun. But if I get good at this, I'll be even better at games I do play for fun. And that will be even more fun. Hey, that's a new high score right there. And 67.7 accuracy. Like, that's pretty good. Let's see if I can hold some consistency or not. Pulled off a double tap there. And I missed that one 7 times. Come here, you little planet. Yeah, that was not. I mean, that's an anomaly. That's. feel like the score should show the accuracy and also the number of balls hit, so you can really truly compare. Unless it is calculated in. I'm not sure. I think it's just how many you hit. Not very good. It is better than my lowest for sure, and better than probably my beginning average. I knew I was gonna flick. Of course, I think it knew that I was going to flick. I don't know, man. A lot of missed shots. Granted, in Battlefield 6, I do have the extended clip for that very reason. 30 with an accuracy of 56.2. Current sensitivity is 0.74. It's saying that my optimal sensitivity is higher. So I'm going to turn it up one more time. It doesn't say specifically what it is, but it kind of telling me to turn it up. I'll read through the lines. Does this feel better? Maybe. Holy smokes. I don't think that was the solution. 29. We'll try it again. Just because you don't know till you do it, you know. I'd have to get used to this sensitivity at least a little bit. I don't trust it that much. I feel like that last sensitivity was probably ideal, but I mean, some of the stuff comes out clean. Because I do not like to move my wrist very much, I'll be real honest. Once I set it on the mouse pad, I just kind of keep it there. I mean, to get 97 of these things in a minute, you gotta be pretty... You're not missing shots. Hey, there's 35. Pretty good accuracy. 34? Not super good accuracy. I mean, it's my average is still climbing, technically. Tease me like that ball. Come here. Mostly not aiming, I'm just shooting on some of these. I mean, that's 33, and I feel like I really chummed that one up. I'm curious if this, it looks like it only comes with pistols. I mean, I don't, it's maybe training for SMGs, assault rifles, light machine guns, sniper rifles even. That would add a huge dynamic to this, especially, I mean, if I was using a sniper rifle right now, just no scoping, could get like 3. There's 27. So I can't say that I'm making progress on day 1. But this will be a good benchmark. I'll do this video, which will be the longest video I upload for a while. The only video I upload that's not a short, basically. And then come back to it again later and see where I'm at. May not be this exact mode, I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not. I don't even know what it's called, but then after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna go play some more Battlefield 6 and see if I notice a difference. It's not ideal. Not my lowest score either, though. High 20s is definitely becoming more consistent. That was 35. An accuracy of 58.2. We'll run one more. One more. I'm gonna keep playing after this, but I'm not gonna like upload an hour long montage of my struggle fest. Really just a video I'm uploading for my own record reference. Might make a couple, you know, like a short of this. Probably not, maybe. Like a side-by-side comparison, but and that was 36. That's my high score. I mean, okay, I'm gonna do one more. Why are some of these so hard to hit? You get in a flow and then it's just like, nope, can't hit that one, can't hit that one. Alright, that was some bogus. That was a bogus round. Definitely gonna edit that one out. Bro, this is frustrating. That's rough. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it's rough. I'm not neurotic. I know I was gonna stop recording, but it's not the high mark. Because I was slinging bullets everywhere that round. I feel like I'm on the verge of a mental breakthrough. Just getting the feel, the flow, to not think about it and just do it. Maybe not think about aiming too much. Gotta trust the muscle memory, you know? That was 33. That's not bad. I'm gonna do one more. I'll probably do another one after that too. I don't know. This is the easiest and hardest video game I've ever played. I mean, that was 35, and that's almost my high score, but that was not it. Balls are dodging my bullets. I mean, I can say that this is collectively proof of improvement already. I don't know if this will carry over to playing Battlefield here soon. I'm still struggling with it, obviously. Man, look at that dive. It's like I try to relax and just have fun with it, you know, just flow with it. Bro, it's also like if I miss, I'm dead. I mean, not really, but you know, when I'm actually playing. If you miss them and they hit you, you lose. Back to the lobby. Rip accuracy. That's 30. Stop dodging. Yo, like, bro, stop missing. How about that? I'm like, well, you know, I'm trying. That one was terrible. Until I'm getting frustrated, my accuracy is just dropping off the clock. I feel like the balls are also getting harder though. I know this is supposed to be like a 3-dimensional thing, but it's kind of a 2D, 3D illusion. Such a blank space. Shot. It's straight shot. Stretch your fingers. Ugh. Fix your gamer posture. Miss, bro. I feel like I'm struggling to pick up more than 36 Legos off the floor in less than a minute. Wow. I feel like I'm getting worse. I'm not. It's definitely getting easier, but it also feels like it's getting harder. It's 33. Kind of on the comeback, maybe. Just need to relax and aim. That's all. 28, bro. I mean, I don't expect progress. Just brute forcing it. We've already made progress, noticeable progress, actually, I think. But I feel like I still have a low score no matter how I look at it. Oh my goodness. Line 35 with decent accuracy. It's not bad. It's like taking a test or an exam. Like a lot of it's just relax, getting the right mindset before and then also during. These little shadows definitely add to it. No excuse for missing, but wondering if I take a little bit like wider swaths, I guess, just to keep it moving. Because the more I aim, the less I move my mouse, and then I'm just like, I need to keep it going, I think. As much as possible. Hitting them would help. Brain. It's like playing connect the dots, but all the dots are moving. Bro. I can't even say that my wrist is getting sore. Just getting flustered. It's like, why can't I hit that one? Like, just chill. Started playing this game, it's already hardcore. I can't make a large swath if I keep missing. I'm gonna do another one, just because I don't care. Sue me. I'll give up when I want to give up. How about that? Some old. I mean, 30 is still uh, on the low side of 30. That's not bad, I don't think. Because I was not consistently getting near 30 in the beginning. Stop messing with my brain balls. Oh. Throw the gun at him. Probably still miss. I mean, 32 with decent enough accuracy. Not good accuracy, but, I'm not like... theoretically, I could pick the easiest ones to shoot. They will respawn. And I could specialize in the ones I can hit the easiest, but I'm really truly not trying to get a high score. I'm trying to improve full spectrum. Which means I'll try to stop cheesing the easy shots on the start before this stuff actually starts moving. I mean, don't blame me for finding a little loophole. You get that first hit, that first shot, it feels like a good match. That's 33. Decent accuracy. I can see the groove, you know, like I get into that little flow. I only do it for like 4 or 5 balls and then I lose it and start spamming my trigger button again. So it's, I mean, ultimately, I think it's kind of a test of patience, and I'm not very patient. I feel like I should be able to just shoot all this stuff. But that's not how it works. I get frustrated with it, but it doesn't mean I'm, you know, improving. I'm frustrated enough to remain persistent. That's, you know, there's been a factor in that for sure. Oh my goodness. I've been playing too many shooter games and shot too many weapons in real life to be struggling this bad though. That's where the frustration comes in. Of course, doing this in real life with a real pistol would also be extremely hard. Definitely not a pie plate on a stand 300 yards out. Just sitting there waiting to be shot. This is a whole nother level of pie plate. Like, deer don't even move like that. 27 and drop just completely tanked on accuracy. I wasn't spamming that double tap, I really thought I had it. I was wrong. I mean, that's 36, that's technically my highest score with a 55.7% accuracy rate. Which is better than I do in game. I cheesed that one. I don't care. I'll take it. The more I think about it, the worse I do. Like, you have to not think about it, but you have to also aim. It's really weird. Okay, that one should have hit. What's going on? That one could have been so much better. I really threw it in the end. Well, the middle and the end. This is proof of human progression, though. I feel like that's an important thing for everyone to be reminded of. It's like, bro, you're not good at guitar, just give it up. It's like, what? I'm like, no, it's not my natural talent. Why would I be interested in it? But what, you know, like... And I've seen myself get better every single year. Why would I stop? Like, why would you stop? You know, like... It's the only way to get good at anything, is to just keep doing it. and everybody can get good at everything that they stick to. Takes a lot more time than I've put into this video to get better at aiming and shooting. Like this, whatever we're at, I don't know, on recording time, but it's 0.001% of what's required. You know, like took us 18 years to graduate high school. I mean, not, you know, not actual 18 years, you know, it took only 4 years, but if it took 5 or 6, oh well, you know. If you spent 5 or 6 years learning high school, you probably learned high school better than I did. I probably forgot what I learned more so than the person that took longer to, you know. Ooh, that was satisfying. That triple pop, I liked that. This game has a great reward system. Pop, pop, pop. Kind of. You know what I mean? That's better than an achievement or trophies. You get to listen to cool noises. That's only 27. I had the most fun that round. It wasn't the best round, but I enjoyed that round the most. I had a triple pop. My first triple pop. Hey. That wasn't a good round. I don't need to look at that score. I do like that this is a platform where there's height in it, because I feel like I'm on the high ground, and I'm not good at aiming down and shooting from height, even though it's the most advantageous position that I could take. I do like that it gives us this looking down and also looking up. Like, when I first started playing this, I was like, oh, this is just a basic little aim trainer, but it's more complex than it first appeared. You know, it looks very basic, obviously, but I think the thought and design and, you know, the intelligence that went into making this useful as a learning tool and improvement is more complex than it looks like at first. Because these little balls are smart, dude. I know it looks like I'm terrible at aiming and I'm not good at aiming by any means, but these are smart balls. I mean, there's a pattern to them, but not the micro movements, the small movements, man. Those are, like, I'm not really predicting. I do know that they're gonna eventually come back to where they were, but sometimes they don't. It's 30 decent, kind of the comeback accuracy, I guess. I don't know if it's better with my feet up or my feet down on my little foot box. We'll see. I don't know if it's a factor or variable at all. If I got 1 per second, it'd be 60. I should also be able to get more than 1 for every 2 seconds. And my frame rate is not a factor in this situation. Internet latency, nothing. Like, it's pretty straightforward. I just miss a lot. Like a lot. At 25. I was coming back there at the end though. It's crazy how mixed results I get. Like, some matches are terrible, some of them are high score. Like, it's all in the mind, really. I'm less frustrated with it than I first began because I had to admit that I'm just a terrible shot. Because it isn't just this training simulator. It's in-game, I can see it. If they actually had my accuracy percentage, it's lower than my KDR. My KDR is like 0.3. Might be 2 point something at this point. It's been rough. If I was doing good, I wouldn't have came to the training simulator. Okay, I just missed that one like 12 times, but I do feel like I'm getting a better flow than I've had with keyboard and mouse. Granted, most of the shooting games I played were on console with a computer. With aim assist, probably. I usually turn it off, of course. Just because aim assist usually, I don't like it. I want to control the game. That's the whole point of using the controller. It's not a controller if you can't control it. But then I learned about like dead zones, and usually I got like resin stuck in my joystick and breadcrumbs or whatever. Chips usually. mean, right there was my first high score. At 53.7, so I mean, that's, I would say, a true representation of my actual skill at doing this. With whatever accuracy, you know, that's plus or minus, but granted, I probably could get more balls if I'm gonna try it. Okay, yeah, I could definitely get a high score just spamming it. Basically, only because I have unlimited ammo and this pistol doesn't actually need to be reloaded, even though it can. I'm gonna make sure I don't get a high score on this one because I don't want it to be an actual cheesed high score. I still don't think I could get 97 of those things, so I probably could actually. I think that semi-auto fire. Don't worry about that score. I don't know, 97 in a minute, like that's a lot. I think I could maybe get to like still less than 60. I'd still be missing more than 1 per second, that's for sure. What I am going to choose though is I think I'm gonna let this video play on my phone and see if it increases my hours viewed on YouTube, because no one else views my videos that are more than 3 minutes long, and then they usually view them for like 10 seconds because everybody's just scrolling hypnosis, scrolling paralysis, whatever you want to call it, with an attention span of about less than 30 seconds, which is comparable to a goldfish, which is a steep decline in human intelligence relative to the attention span. That should be a bigger concern to society than it is, and corporate technology likes using it. You know, it's like, oh, we could poison the food and everyone will have ADHD, and then they'll just flip through advertisements all day, mindlessly. And then they'll mindlessly go buy those products that they saw. Like, it's bad. Not a conspiracy theory, it's I can see it. Go watch Idiocracy for your 101. Which is not the true cause, because I know some highly intelligent people with a lot of children, and they're not just like some idiots mass producing Section 8 baby farms. But children that grow up in Section 8 housing, they don't know any different. They grow up in an institutionalized environment, and they don't know any different. They just live in a cubby, an apartment, and they get searched like 2 or 3 times a month. You know, you don't learn what you need to learn. You don't learn how to take care of property. You don't learn how to do the handiwork in the apartment. There's so many things. Just mind-blowing. That's not being taught. That's not being learned. It's such a soft language bubble to live in. It's not reality. And, you know, I'm one to speak. I'm sitting in my bedroom playing video games, but that's part of my point, is that I know, I've researched it, I've experienced it, I've delved deep into it. Like, artificial socialization does not meet your mental health needs. I tested that. You know, just being on Facebook and not talking to people in real life. Like, I know that. Of course, when the weather's nice, I'll be back outside much more than I have been. Because normally I'm out with family and friends in public places when I'm not YouTubing or grinding to get better at Battlefield 6. Like, make no mistake, I don't actually get a dopamine release by getting a new high score. I do like seeing the progress in this, because that's why I'm here, to improve my aim. But like, chasing levels, high scores, new, and stuff always resets. The high score gets reset, everything else, the resolution of reality is the highest resolution you'll ever see. And as you make progress through your day, it automatically saves. When you start tomorrow, you have your progress saved. It's not all entropy and loss and decay. There's so many things. Like, you want to talk about the perfect video game? That's a function of reality. Like, it can't be beat. Of course, I don't want to go to war in real life, so I play war video games that are fake. And I do enjoy those. But you can't confuse the two. One's not an accurate representation of the other. Prime thing with Call of Duty is, oh, I'm really good at Call of Duty, and people think they'll be very good in the military. It's like, that skill crossover, some of it eye-hand coordination, and if you enjoy it genuinely, then yes, but if you're just having fun playing the game and sign up for the military, you might have a rude awakening. It was 34, 36, and 60%. Kind of just distracting myself with intellectual banter. Subliminal programming. It's like you're looking at this, your subconscious mind doesn't know that it's fake. It thinks that this is reality. If you watch a scary movie or play a violent video game, your mind, your body, your heart rate, your blood pressure, your breathing rate, your entire metabolic system, your stress levels, your endocrine system, it doesn't know that this is fake. Granted, I think that this game is pretty chill. So, I'm not saying that shooting this gun is a bad experience. It's not even loud, there's no flash. It's chill. Like, I'm relaxed for the most part. I'm a little stressed out that I keep missing these balls, which does add to my stress level. The Matrix movies, they touched on some stuff that a lot of people don't think about, that they should think about. Deep-rooted psychological, not even psychological software, it's neurological hardware. We're hardwired this way. It's like listening to music. You can't not listen to the music. Your brain always hears it, always processes it, vibes with it, low frequency music or happy feel good music, it changes your emotions. And if it affects your emotions, it might as well control your whole body, your whole mind. Like, good luck not speeding while listening to angry music, man. Or driving angry because you're listening to some gangster rap. It affects you. Same way the news does. And it can affect you in a beneficial way. That was terrible round. But it can also be malicious. You know, music can be weaponized or it can be beautiful. Pick which one you listen to because it will affect you. Your day, your life, your habits, your routine. You know, like listen to a different radio station every week and see how it affects you, your day, what kind of mood you're in when you show up to work, what kind of mood you're in while you're traveling to work, what kind of mood you're in when you get home, if you're still tense or if you're relaxed. Music can do that. Commercials, the radio advertisements, and basically all psychological warfare. None of it's, you know, even like I would say that the Christian music or the oldies is much better. But then you listen to advertisements and money and all the bad news that they throw in with it, that they want you to focus on and affect your perceptive reality with. It's like if you listen to news about people dying all day, all you think life is about people dying. You don't hear the good news about people saving lives. You don't hear the news about people making the world a better place. You only hear about people destroying the world all the time. So then it alters your perceptive reality. It changes your perception of strangers and people. When really it's kind of a deception. Everybody's goofy, you know what I mean? Like everybody's different, everyone's unique. You really gotta get to know them very well. You gotta see them when they're doing well, you gotta see them when they're not doing well. See how they respond and react to stress. When they're struggling, when they're doing good. Like, people might be nice when stuff is easy, but when life gets hard, they might completely turn face. Show you a side of them you've never seen before. You know, but you don't know till you know. And don't blame yourself for giving someone a chance and finding out that they're schmuck. It's not your fault. You know, that with everything they advertised, everything you saw was good. Until it wasn't. Like, people aren't usually abusive when they're having good days. They're usually become abusive when they're having a terrible day. You don't know that till they have a terrible day, and you're part of it. It's not your fault, kind of thing. Like, oh, I should have listened to the news. The world's a terrible place. I should have known. Like, no. There's some amazing people out there. Like, I have faith in humanity, because I full well know there's bad people, but there's so many good people too. So many just average Joes, you know, decent folk. Like, they're everywhere. They're not out there killing foreigners and doing crazy, you know. They're just trying to make a simple life for themselves. Provide for their family, you know, like there's so many things that the news does not talk about. So people forget those things over the years. And I call it the news spiral. Bad news spiral, because you hear bad news, their rates go up, so they just focus on what people listen to the most, which is negative energy, low vibe. You know, our brain looks for problems to solve, so the news presents all the problems. Like me, my brain loves trying to solve this puzzle. Like, I'd be like, look at that, that was terrible. 21 with an accuracy of 44.4. So I'm like trying to solve this puzzle and the brain's fixated on it. And in reality, this is what it's built to do, and there's no way to solve it. Like, if I was playing this trying to get a perfect score with perfect accuracy, That's not gonna happen. But just because I miss a lot doesn't make it a bad video game, you know what I mean? Like, I'm failing with every shot I miss. But I'm also not failing, though, I'm improving. You know, you gotta keep your eye on the ball. As I tank my accuracy and my score. But I'm also kind of figuring out, trying different methods as I go. Learning as I go, what works better, what works worse, what performs better or worse, I guess. Can't English. Trying to shoot balls. Point is, it's okay to miss. If you're trying to not miss. Deep philosophy. Call it conspiracy theorists to say, look at that. That was a new high score. 65.8% accuracy and a high score of 40. Puts me in the running 1,674 out of people that probably played this many less times than I did. You'd be like, oh, just when I thought I was failing, all of a sudden I got a new high score and did the best I've ever done so far. That wasn't predictable. You never know, you know, you just keep trying until all of a sudden everything works out. And you're like, whoa, I didn't know I could even do that. Well, you can succeed. You don't need a mansion with 10 Ferraris and billions of dollars to be happy. That's my main point. I'm happy growing food and playing the guitar and petting my cat and chasing the dogs around, like, you know. That was not a high score, but it was almost my first high score. But it's only my high score so far. You know, in a couple weeks I might be able to get like 50. Might even be able to get higher than 60 while maintaining good accuracy. Like, there, you know, I don't know my own limitation. You don't know your own potential. You might know your own potential at the instant moment, but 2,000 rounds from now, or 2,000 of these matches later, you might be like, wow, I never even knew I could get so good. Like, well, you don't know till you know, you know. That was not a good round. Not a terrible round. It really doesn't matter. The whole point is I'm still training, I'm still practicing, right? I'm still out here doing my best. It is what it is. Nothing's stopped my persistence. You might think I suck. You know, I agree with you at some point. It doesn't mean that it matters to me, though. Oh, I didn't press that. Like, well, you did really good. We have to set you back. Even if the cards are stacked against me, whatever, dude. I'll keep on popping balloons. See, 32, 58.7. Just because I missed that one 5 times doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on the match, or, you know, restart or quit. Let's try again tomorrow or try again now, it don't matter. Keep trying. Even if your accuracy is only 42%. It's more of a reason to keep trying, you know, like to keep practicing. Like that was bad. Like, it wasn't good or bad, it was just another attempt. You know, look at it that way. Like, I don't care what my score is. I'm on the scoreboard because I tried. Tried to improve my skills. Like, you ain't gonna shame me on that. Most importantly, though, is me not shaming myself on it. Like, it's a test, a measurement. Don't take it personally. Take it objectively. Then again, I've never played a video game where any characters actually move around like these balls do, so which is good, you know, kind of breaking muscle memory. Like, you know, aim and then shoot. That's a score. See, that was my first max score. I didn't do good that time. I just missed a lot. And this does get more complex in this. I've seen videos where you can move around and walk and run through obstacles. So this is very simple beginning. So I don't feel like I'm proficient enough to move on yet. Could have swore I hit this one like 4 times. I think I corrected though. I mean, man, like, I know I can do better with practice over time. And I'm just doing that practice over time immediately. That's 35, 58% accuracy. Not a new high score, but it's definitely bigger than my first 4-round high score. I don't know which round I got that high score, 32, but there was like 25 rounds in between that before I beat it. Look at that, score 46. That's a giant high score. 46, 70% accuracy. I broke the top 1,000 at 997. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So let's go back to this. We're gonna play all these tapping ones. I was tier D, a very, very low tier D. Do a little bit of cross comparison since I accidentally left that mode. I didn't mean to, but this is kind of similar. Noticeably different also, but same. Well, that did definitely not play all. Hey, maybe this is the same one. I don't know why it went back. I like it though. I meant to play all the tapper ones. Yeah, still in it. I don't know. Bastard ball. Some of these patterns are much harder to hit. Go next task. I don't know what the difference is. Okay, I do know what the difference is. It's a whole nother level. This is that tracing and tracking that I struggle with. A lot. Oh, high score of 25 somehow with an accuracy of 10.4%. Hey, I'm number 420 on the scoreboard though. This one is clearly harder. Score 75, 17.5% accuracy, 396, like... Like when I first started uploading to YouTube, I didn't even know how to edit a video. Let me put that into comparison to the 900 videos I've edited. That's about how many videos it took for me to get to the editing skill I have now. I've only used one program, which is very limited because it's free. Maybe a lot of things should be free. Like Windows 11 subscription service to use Microsoft Word. Are you like serious? I grew up with Windows 98. It's very, very similar to Windows 11, but I have to pay a subscription service to use it per month. Like $360 a year. Like, no, but not a chance. Why did I pay so much for a computer if I can't use the keyboard to write a letter? Like, are you serious? Then to the contrary, this game's free. It would have made more sense to buy this game and just have Microsoft Word, Excel, spreadsheets, etc., PowerPoint. None of that stuff has gotten better over the years. Some much bigger flicks. That's a new high score. Not like a good one, but like visible improvement, or you know what I mean? Like when I first started gardening, I had no idea. I just planted stuff, and it turned out pretty well. And then I learned a lot ever since. When I first started pulling weeds, I'd pull all the weeds, because I didn't know what any of the weeds were other than dandelions. And I thought those needed pulled. You know what I mean? Now I don't pull those or a bunch of other ones, and then I pull the weeds that should be pulled. Otherwise, I just let them grow. And then I have butterflies and grasshoppers and birds. Granted, I've never once sprayed weed killer. Ever. Other than salt water. But that was like table salt water. Which kind of works. I don't even do that anymore. I saw a slug covered in salt and it was like dead. Or going to die. It's like, no. Deterraforming our planet is not intelligence. I don't care what the scientists make per year. Eating poisoned food is not the solution. Plant herbs that repel pests naturally. And then you bring in the ladybugs, the praying mantises, everything else that tends your garden for you, you know? I know that stuff when I first began. Oh, I've been so close to this one for like 50 shots. Try to choose that one. This one's really hard. I thought the first one was hard. Like this one's way harder. And yeah, I hope that people see my high score and be like, oh, that's a YouTuber. And I hope that they play until they get a higher score than I do. And then like, yes, I got a higher score than a YouTuber, which does not mean that I'm good at playing video games, obviously. That bias is strange. But like, oh, he must be super good because he's a YouTuber. Like, no. I'm just a YouTuber that plays video games because I enjoy playing video games. And sharing it with people. And being able to watch my own edited, content, like, that I created basically to be exactly how I wanted it. I'm glad I got that last little one. That was... Whew. I'm already doing stuff that's harder than what I was doing. And when I first started, I was like, man, this is hard. I don't even want to do this. You saying I can dodge bullets? No, Neo. When you're ready, you won't have to. Alrighty, yeah, that's not good. This one's hard. Feels like I'm playing Battlefield 6, though. I'll tell you what, man, I miss everything. I tried tricking that one, and it's still... Dude, look at it. It knows. Don't ask why I have my hands on the WASD keys. It's a home key position for gamers. And oh yes, I'm definitely left-handed. I'm sure you've probably figured that out by now, that they don't make, mice and keyboard for left-handed people. Other than my not dominant hand, but I'm probably better with my normal hand I use. I'm gonna try a left-handed one, just for funsies. Be curious to see. Of course, I'm gonna have to click with the opposite mouse, but left-handed seems to make more sense. Nope, I'm left-hand retarded. Bro. Okay, left-handed is not the solution here. You don't know till you try, though, you know? That was my lowest accuracy yet. Alright, give my shooter hand a little break. Let's get back into it. Nose. That's rough. Gusafrapa. To be fair, I'm close to all the ones that I miss usually. There's score 60. I don't know how I got 97. Must have really been spamming it. 96 out of 97. Man, that was almost a new high score. Not quite. Definitely not quite. Just shooting little planets. No recommendations on how to improve this one. I have no idea. Just practice, I guess. Whole different pattern. The balls are smaller. I can tell by the scoreboard I'm not the only one struggling with this one. It's like headshots. It's like I need to follow them, but they're impossible to follow. Because it knows when I look at them. Stop it. I gotta break 100. Then I'll move on. I'd be here forever. This reticle's not doing me many favors. Even though it's standard. Give me a red dot. That was not good. It was a little better though. How many of these shots are lucky? Probably quite a few of them. Yeah, if you don't flick it, you really miss. Oh, that was so close. Close enough to try again. She did that one. This should theoretically get me better at the other one. You don't challenge yourself, you don't grow, right? Vertical might be a better way to go on this one, possibly. Think vertically instead of horizontally. Damn, dude. Okay, so accuracy does play a part in the score. I did see it drop down as I dropped my accuracy. Or tanked it more so. Look at that, 119. 363. I feel like next task is the way to go, because that one is next level. Oh yeah, we can see how much we improved on this one. Fast improvement, dude. Look at that. My brain's like, oh, this one's easy, dude. Compared to that other nonsense we were doing. Whoa, dude, their score's 279. Alright, I know they're just spam clicking this. There is no way. I'll cheat with you. Just kidding, I know that accuracy is part of it. That's insane. 279? What, 30 seconds? How do you even click that many times? That wasn't even my high score. Oh wait, yeah, that was. Okay. I'll beat that one without cheating though, of course. I wanted, like, how do you get 279? They obviously play BF6. Was not a high score. That's crazy. That was not even a high score. I didn't even beat my cheese high score. No excuse for not having 100% accuracy on this one, of course, but... I'm figuring out to shoot the last spawn one first. I missed. 76? I gotta beat 87. I have to beat my cheat score. I can't leave that on the scoreboard. I don't know if I can beat my fake high score. How much does it hurt when you miss? Not a lot, actually, so I'm just not getting enough taparoos in 30 seconds. That's insane, though. That's more than one per second. Matched my high score. I kind of cheated on that one too, though. It's hard not to just want to, you know. There's no way they got 267. Like, I want to see that. I want to see their setup, their hardware. I want them scanned for antivirus. I want that. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. 267 in 30 seconds. An auto clicker, maybe. With aimbot. I don't think people would hack this, honestly. Not the people that would use it. I don't know. Anywhere there's a high score, people tend to hack. Yes, there's a new high score and I didn't cheat. We'll take first place in 15,498. Oh, this one looks super fun. Oh goodness. Oh good, thanks. It's like, dude, if these are flying around everywhere, there's no chance. good. It'd be more accurate. I mean, taking my time and not missing would make more sense, and then clearing like a full quadrant all the way around instead of darting around like I like to do. So I'm gonna start down here. Just go nice and slow with it. Nice. New high score, very good. 88% accuracy on that one. That's crazy high scores. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. I'm trying to lead them and follow them, and more so lead them. My wrist does hurt at this point. This will be the last one. For real this time. That's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna try a little more. I feel like I can beat that. I didn't understand how this worked at first. Still don't understand how it works, apparently. I don't even know if that was a high score, bro. Oh, it was a high score. Okay. I'm gonna do it one more time. Guess I did terrible that time. Reminds me of the Duck Hunter game, which is pretty accurate to like skeet shooting and actual duck hunting. Flying around, boop, kind of follow it, let it hit where you want it. Wait for it, you know. I don't know, apparently, but I understand the principle of it. that was another new high score. Just don't know if I want to lead or follow them. And it looks like I have a big reticle, but it's only the very center of it. I know we trained for this. Not exactly though, this is different. Which is good, the diversity of this is like... I mean, technically, it depends on your style of aiming, which one you prefer, because... That was almost a high score, flicking or aiming, or... You know, this is more of a follow-through, I guess, but... Good intermediate tracking. Because they kind of come to it, but it kind of doesn't. You just have to streamline it somehow. Because there's many ways to aim, you know. Of course, each player you meet has a different play style, so it's good to practice all of them. Come here, you Paul. And this looks very predictable, but still not. They still bounce in weird directions. 207, man, that's not a high score. That's not. Stretch that wrist. Oh, promise I'm getting better, just every mode seems to be harder. Then again, when you're training, train, take a break, rest, relax, sleep on it, come back again the next day, or the day after. Hey, 283, that's a new high score, 269. I like it. Alright, well I'm gonna end it there, because I am not yet a pro in Call of Duty. I'm sleepy. GG's. Good night. Thanks for joining if you did. If not, I'm just gonna watch it and try to boost my watch time. I don't know what else to do. GG, so. It's 3 hours and 8 minutes. Felt like it. It's a good 3 hours though. I bet I learned something.